welcome to my channel. I am back today to show you my go-to fast makeup routine. Now, I say it while I'm doing my makeup. Some of y'all are not gonna think this is fast, and some of y'all are not gonna think this is minimal product, but it is. I'm featuring one star of the show, and this is the By Terry Sun Designer Palette in the color Savannah Love. Now, Dermstore was gracious enough to send this to me, but honestly, now I'm hooked and I really want to try all the rest of them. But this is the colors right here, and I'm going to use this one palette for my blush, bronzer, and eyeshadow today. And that's what makes it so fast, because I'm not having to reach for a ton of different products. I use a lot of my fingers in this video. I did not use hardly any, I used like 5 or 6 brushes, which is not a lot considering. So this is a perfect travel makeup look. This is a perfect, like, I want to get ready really fast look. I don't have anything to do today, but I have one client this afternoon, and so I wanted to look put together, but I didn't want to spend a ton of time getting ready. So I thought I would film and show you my go-to fast makeup look. So if you're interested to see how I achieve this look and how fast you think it could happen, then keep on watching. Okay, so the goal for today is fast, super fast. So I'm gonna use minimal products and still, I feel like, have a put together look. So we're gonna start out, I'm actually gonna start out with the face today, which I don't ever do, but since I'm going so minimal on the eyes, I don't find it to be an issue for me to start on the face. So I've already sprayed with my Smashbox primer water. I don't know why I didn't do that on camera, but it's probably the fastest primer that I have, because you just spray it on and you're done. I felt like I was a little bright, so I turned that down too. So the first thing I'm gonna do, since I've already primed, is I'm gonna color correct real quick with my Tarte CC color corrector, which I've actually hit pan on, and it will be repurchased. Because you can do no wrong with this color corrector. I might actually get the darker color for summer, but this is in light medium. For foundation today, I'm gonna use my MAC Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation, and this is the color NC30. Now for concealer, I'm going to use this tiny little Baby Deluxe sample, but it actually is going to last me so long because you need such a small amount. It's the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear Camouflage Concealer. That, and it's in 220 Buff C, and I'm going to actually use a base eyeshadow brush from Real Techniques to apply that. So that is literally more than I'm going to need. And because this is fast makeup, I'm going to take a little bit of this on my lids as my eyeshadow base. Now, fast makeup or not, I think it depends on who you are as to what you consider fast, but I'm never gonna say never, but it's going to be a very rare day that I ever go without my liquid or cream bronzer. So I'm gonna use my NARS Liquid Laguna bronzer. This step only takes like maybe 1 extra minute for me, and I don't know, I feel like it just makes the biggest difference. So it's one that I just don't wanna skip. I'm gonna set my under eyes and my eyelids with the MAC Next to Nothing powder in the color Light Plus, and my Sephora crease brush that I always use, which I believe is discontinued, which just makes me so sad. I'm gonna take the Next to Nothing powder in medium dark and set my entire face with my IT Cosmetics powder brush that I talked about in my last video. When it comes to time and like speediness, I feel like pressed powders are the definite way to go. You don't have to worry about taking the powder onto the cap and swishing it around and making a mess. So let's get to the star of the show. This is the By Terry Sun Designer Palette in Savannah Love. So I think I showed it to you in the intro, but it's just absolutely amazing. And we're gonna use this for our bronzer, blush, and eyeshadow today. Another way to ensure that you're gonna have fast makeup is to work from minimal products, and to have an all-in-one palette like this is essential when you're wanting to go fast. So the first thing we're gonna do is mix all of these colors together and bronze up our face. And I'm actually gonna use a brush I haven't used in a while. It's the Real Techniques blush brush. Now I'm going to take my Morphe E4 and I'm just going to kind of mix most of these. I'm going to stick more on this, but I'm going to get a little bit of this darker pink in there for my blush. I'm going to buff out with my Hourglass Radiant Light before I put my highlighter on, because I know I'm not going to want to buff out my highlighter. This is again another step that regardless of how fast I want to be, I'm not going to give up. Like, I just feel like it makes everything so cohesive and looks so much more put together when I buff it out. So now I'm going to go in with my NARS Banque de Sable highlighter palette. And I'm going to take my A23 from ABH, and I'm just going to take all of them. I just go like this. I go back and forth like this, tap it off, and use all of the colors. I honestly don't think that I've used any of them by themselves. Oh, I take that back. I have as eyeshadow because they're great for eyeshadows. But when I highlight my face, I use all of them. There goes my hair again. Now, the only extra thing we're going to use on our eyes besides that palette is a cream color base, which y'all know is another thing I'm not going to skimp on. And this is the RMS Beauty Eye Polish in the color Lucky, and it's this gorgeous copper, beautiful color. And I just use my finger for this, and I just pop it on the lid. This was also sent to me by Durham Store, and honestly, I cannot wait to pick up more colors because it's a beautiful color and a beautiful finish and all natural and easy to apply. Can't get better than that. So now I'm going to go into this color right here, this kind of gold color in the blush section, and I'm just going to take it on my finger and I'm going to top that Lucky eye polish. This is such a beautiful golden coppery eyeshadow color, and again, using your finger is for sure going to make anything go faster because you don't have to worry about searching for any kind of brushes or anything like that. So we are going to use one more brush just for a little bit of a crease color, and for that I'm going to mix these two colors, the dark one and the light one, on this fluffy brush. And I'm not being by any means specific with how much I get on of each color. I'm just kind of mixing them together, and all I'm doing is putting a little bit of a shadow in my crease. I don't want it to be much, and I'm just going to pop a little bit more of that gold color right on the center of my lid, and that's all I'm going to do for the eyes. I'm going to take that same brush, those same two colors, and I'm just going to very, not sloppily, but not precisely, kind of buff that under my eye to give a little bit of color under there, but I'm in a hurry, so I don't want to dig for another brush. I'm only going to tight line today, and I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Aqua XL pencil in black. And that's just because it really helps with mascara, but I'm not going to worry about putting anything in the waterline. Again, saving time. I'm going to curl my lashes. And before I do my mascara, I'm not really worried about this makeup staying. I don't have an issue with that, so I'm just going to use my Elizabeth Arden 8-Hour Miracle Hydrating Mist. Before I do my mascara. I'm going to do my lower lashes first with my MAC Giga Black Lash for extended play. I'm going to prime my top lashes with my L'Oreal Voluminous Primer. And the mascara I'm using is the Mally More is More mascara. And to be a little bit extra, just because I can, I'm going to take my finger with a little bit of the NARS highlighter Highlight my inner corners, again, with your finger. Did a little bit on my brow bone. Now to me, you can't get much more minimal or fast than using a lip balm. And I'm gonna use two, which kind of defeats the purpose, but the one lighter color is, I'm just a little bit darker. My self-tan is actually developing right now, and I just don't wanna be washed out. So I'm gonna take the two Maybelline Baby Lip crayons that I have, and I'm gonna start out with Blush Burst, and then I'm gonna top it with Toasted Taupe. So that's Blush Burst. And then I'm just gonna put a little bit of Toasted Taupe on top. So still super easy. Like, I could have done that without a mirror. Woo-wee, here's my lion's mane just washed hair. Doesn't help that the fan's on. Going everywhere, but this is the finished look. Now, I know you may be thinking, holy cow, that was not fast. That was a lot of products. To me, again, it was fast, and if I wasn't talking to y'all, I could have probably done this in 15 minutes. I have done this in 15 minutes. This is like my standard go-to travel makeup lately, and I just think you still look really put together, but you're using minimal products, like minimal. It's probably half of what I normally use because I only used one palette for blush, bronzer, and eyeshadow. You can't get more minimal than that. So hopefully you enjoyed this really fast makeup look. If you have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down in the description bar. I say that all the time. The comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I hope you have a very blessed day.